Let's find out what it's like to have a leasehold flat and potential upsides, downsides of these proposals. Lucy, what's happening with your flat?
So I own a flat in Bristol. I have had it for about 8 years, about 8 years now. But yeah, it's unfortunately my property is caught up in the fire risk, safety, and the cladding issues. So for me, the kind of the service charges have just kind of spiraled. We've got no real control over how much money that we have to pay.
You're facing a cladding issue as well.
That's
aren't
right.
You? Which is why you've kind of in this spiral of with the leasehold.
Yeah, that's right. So I've got no control over the remediation work that needs to be done, and that is down to the freehold making that decision and kind of putting the work in to get it fixed. Without this work being done on the building, then I can't sell. So it's mortgage providers don't really want to lend against a flat that's caught on that, and especially anybody that wants to take on a leasehold with something like this going on is often unlikely. So we're kind of stuck here.
Where are your service charges? I think when you bought, it was 2017, wasn't it?
2017, yeah.
And service charges were what?
We were told when we were when I bought it, and I was going through the exchange, it was estimated about £650 a year.
Mm. What are they now?
This year, because of the costs down to the cladding issues and the fire safety, I'm having to pay about £4,500 this year, £4,500. But it fluctuates. I've got no idea. Essentially, what they do is they say, this is your budget for next year. They'll give you the budget 30 days before it needs to be paid, and you've got no idea. And especially if you're caught up in something like this, you've got absolutely no idea what's going to land. And it's not a nice place to be at all.
Would you buy a leasehold again?
No, absolutely not. And then people say to you, "Oh, I'd never buy a leasehold." It's like, well, I did, because if you go, because the thing is with this, what they're saying is this is for new builds, and when you're in that place in your life. I was 26 when I bought the flat. It was what I could afford myself. It was through the Help to Buy scheme, which very much on new builds as well. So I was sort of essentially, I felt like kind of lured into this is a good idea, but you just have no idea what can be wrapped up in it as well. And 8 years on, I'm now expecting my first child, and I didn't ever imagine that I would be in this situation where I can't move up on the property ladder like that was my intention.
Good luck with the baby, Lucy.
Thank you.
I'll say that much. Thank you so much for talking to me. Lucy Tissington owns a leasehold flat.